Hello and welcome to USC Annenberg Studio A. I'm Leeor Samocha, and today we're going to be discussing careers in radio and the future of radio. Joining me in studio is my good friend Katerina Chryssafis. She is a broadcast journalism student at Cal State Northridge and an aspiring radio personality. Thank you so much for joining us today, Katerina.
Thank you for having me.
And we have on Skype joining us, we have the immense pleasure of speaking to J Cruz, Power 106's morning host.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being with us today, J Cruz. I know you're very busy.
No, Leeor Samocha, I'm so happy to be here. Hi, Kat. How's everybody doing?
Everyone's good. How are you?
We're
I'm
great.
great.
Thank you.
I can't complain, man. What's going down? What's happening?
So today I want to just really jump into this. Katerina is a student, J Cruz, and everyone watching this will basically be students, and I'm sure that they're all very interested to find out about your career, how you got into radio, how you ended up where you are. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's been a journey, man, and I suggest anybody who gets into radio, they follow that journey, or they follow their own journey. Everybody's journey is different, man. But there's certain things I think that everybody in radio should do. What I did was in high school, there was like a community college right next door. It was pretty much my high school west. But I got like a college radio show there, and I met some people there while I was still in high school. I needed to make up some credits. I was a really horrible student. I know I don't look like it, but yeah, no. Like in all seriousness, I was a really bad student, so I had to make up some credits or whatever. So, and I've always wanted to do radio. I wanted to do radio since I was a kid, and I was like 12, 13 years old. I met some people there, and then from there, we got an offer to move to Fresno to do a morning show. I had no clue where Fresno was, and they weren't really paying me. They were going to pay me, but it was just a weird setup. And I was just ready to get started. So we went for it. A buddy of mine, we graduated high school, and I think the very next day we left. And then from Fresno, it's just been on from there. Once we were in Fresno, it was a bit of a struggle. Like I said, I was getting paid, but I had to split it between a friend of mine. So like the money wasn't really there. So we were like, we were homeless for a while, we could have came home and figured it out. But if you want to do this, you got to do this. You got to do whatever it takes and accept whatever comes your way when you're trying to get it in this business. It's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to get a lot of, you're going to feel very, what's that? Like beat. You're going to feel beat.
Right.
I'm for lack of a better word. But no, you got to keep going. And then from Fresno, I went to Palm Springs to do radio there, did nights, and then we ended up doing mornings, and I was a music director there. I always loved music. And then from there, it was Vegas, and then Vegas, Monterey, Salinas for a while, which I suggest no one ever go there, and unless you don't want no one to ever talk to you again. And then back to Vegas, and then all of that was to get here, to get back home and to be on Power 106. This was always the goal, and
I worked so hard to get there.
Yeah, and I don't suggest this, but all my eggs were in that basket, and thankfully it worked. Praying hands emoji. Thankfully it worked, but yeah, it took some time, and it was a journey, and there was a lot of sacrifice involved, and a lot of a lot of joy, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and I say that with respect, but I'm just saying it's tough. It's tough in this business, and you gotta go for it if you really want it. But you really got to go for it. And the name of the game is sacrifice.
That's extremely inspiring, and
definitely.
Sorry for that novel.
No, that was wonderful. We really appreciate it. I'm sure Kat really got a lot from that also,
I did.
A struggling future radio broadcaster.
Yeah. And Kat, you should intern. If you're not already interning, you should join a street team. You should. And by the way, if you're going to look for a job at a radio station, go with who will hire you. I know. Listen, if you love hip hop, you want to work for Power 106, you want to be on Power 106 one day. That's all good and everything. But if they're not hiring, then go somewhere else. Go where they will hire you. Get your foot in the door in the business.
Yeah.
Not just the station you want to work at.
Katerina, I asked you if you had any questions for J Cruz. He's giving you a lot of good advice right now, but do you have anything you wanted to ask him?
Absolutely. What made you stand out as an intern, and what do you look for in someone who, for instance, would be interning from you? What would make that person stand out?
I never interned, but I did work for free. So I guess, I wasn't an official intern. I did intern here at Power when I was like 15 for like a summer, but that was like done like through like some homie, like the DJ that was on, he would just call me up and be like, yo, you want to you want to come to the studio today? And it wasn't like an official internship. So yeah, I guess I was some type of an intern, but yeah, like you just got to get it. You got to stand out. You got to do whatever it takes. Again, you got to work. Everything you do, you got to do it with a smile. If it's frustrating, you don't know the answer. Your answer to that is, I don't know, is that shouldn't be the case. If you don't know the answer to something, figure it out. Figure out that answer and get it going, you know?
That's definitely what I learned from you, J Cruz, to never say I don't know.
Yeah, don't say I don't know. Like, figure it out, you know? And it's easy. We have the internet. We have so many resources to figure it out. We need to figure it out. And as an intern, I think you should work. You should work hard, and you should be there. And even when you don't have to, even, you know, dedicate some time, some extra time that you have, and dedicate yourself to that position. Even as an intern, you're still as important. Interns are extremely important.
Speaking of the internet, you brought up the internet, and I was wondering, where do you think that radio is going today? Where is radio going? What's the future of radio in your opinion?
You know, I hear a lot of people saying radio is like, you know, like podcasts and satellite, and I think that's great, man, but I honestly don't think that's where it's going. I think this is where it's going. I think if you listen to the Cruz show every morning, that's where radio is going. It's got to sound fun. It's got to sound digestible. I know it's a weird word, but the audience has to feel it. They have to understand, and they have to feel a part of the show. And that's where the future of radio is going. You got to make the star of your show. And the star is that person in that car listening. The star is that person in their home listening, or wherever they're listening from. They are the star of the show. Make them the star of your show. Put them on the air. Follow them back. Retweet them. Tweet them back. They are the star of the show, man. I'm telling you, these people are walking content, and that's what it's about. Content. That's why, you know, these questions that we asked in the morning. What was the question that we asked this morning, Mackenzie? Like weird celeb encounters. You know, a lot of people have had weird celeb encounters, whether you met, you know, Ray J in the bathroom. I don't know if you want to do that, but that could happen. Maybe you met Kanye at Disneyland. I don't know, but and it was weird. I know I have my own celeb encounters that weren't too great, but yeah, sorry, and I think I got away from the question, but yeah,
that was perfect.
What's up? What else we got?
Well, honestly, that's all the time that we have. But I wanted to thank you so much, J Cruz. Thank you for joining us from Burbank. You're in Burbank in the studio right now, right?
Power 106, we're here, man. Yeah, a lot of people think we're done at 10. Most of the work starts at 10. You know?
Right. So make sure you tune in 5 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, the Cruz Show. And thank you, Katerina, for joining us.
Katerina
you for
having
Chryssafis.
me.
It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yo, Leeor, best of luck with everything. And Kat, best of luck. And hit me. You know, Leeor has my information. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. And we can talk off camera or whatever. Like, I love to help. And anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you so much, J Cruz. This has been Studio A from USC Annenberg. I'm Leeor Samocha.